What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 21st day of June, and here we are at about 1.321 cents, 22 hours, 47 minutes left in the day. And some big things have happened since the last video I made. If you caught the live stream, then you're already aware. X.com, wait, hold on, let's see. I'm actually curious. Is there anything? Nope. Let's go to my profile here. I did make a post saying I just bought some more XCN. That's a wrap, Bears. Thank you for your contribution. Yes, thank you very much for your contribution. I don't believe that was a wrap though, right? We did actually go a little bit lower if we're being fair. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, we did. We went just a little bit lower. I bought on this wick here. And we came back down just below where my buying price was. Now we're back above it, basically right at it, but back above it here. Coinbase does have a little gap there on the 1 hour. Do we fill gaps on this thing? Does that happen? Let's go all the way back in time and just see. I'm kind of curious. I got to zoom way the hell out. Let's see. Okay, over here. Right. Zoom it in. Do we have any gaps there? I don't see any gaps. It looks like we do fill our gaps. Oh, maybe. There's a little gap, but it did get filled, I guess. Gaps there, they get filled. That gap got filled. So we do fill our gaps. It looks like we do fill our gaps. Okay. I just wanted to be aware. Coming back out here. Hold on. A little bit higher. We're zoomed way the hell in right now, but it'll probably be worth it once we're all the way back up here. Yes. So we do have a little gap to the downside, or we gapped up. I wouldn't be surprised if we came down and we filled that gap a little bit. But that doesn't mean that we have to go lower. I wouldn't be surprised if we found our low, if this was it and we're ready to go higher, you guys. As long as Bitcoin holds true and that low that was yesterday, we don't go lower than that, I think that OnyxCoin XCN really does stand to have found its low and continue to move higher. Things have changed. For whatever reason, things have changed, man. And when Bitcoin made its move, OnyxCoin didn't drop as much as I expected it to. And it recovered faster than I expected it to, right? However, it didn't persist. Normally, whenever OnyxCoin finds its low, it normally does persist. So we're looking for some kind of persistence maybe over the weekend or going early into next week to the upside. If we're looking at this from a low to a high, you tipped the 886, and you're actually having a hell of a time finding any kind of price below that, right? You are finding support right there, which is nice to see. Because the 886 is kind of the gatekeeper that prevents you from seeing the extensions, right? If we break through this, if we see some 4 hour closes below it, yes, you close below it over here, but from a low to a high, you hadn't had your fib range completely committed at that point, right? Once you close below the 886, it's pretty compelling that you would go down to about 1.2 cents to 1.1 cents, somewhere around there, okay? That'd be my expectation, something down in this area here, but I'm not expecting that anymore, at least not right now. We rejected the 618. You found support at the 786, rejected the 618, and down here finding support. Ball's in the bull's court, man. If we can get above that golden ratio, if we can get above about 1.4 cents, that would look really good. It's not even 1.4. It's like 1.385. 1.383. If we can get above there, I think we potentially validate this as a low, and we run with the idea of seeing higher prices, right? I feel like it's a bold call to call for XCN to bottom out here. It's way too close to the price, and it's very possible we could go a little bit lower. But even if we do, I won't be worried about it, man. Go lower. That's okay. Go a little bit lower. What? It's going to take like a day or two to do that. Maybe early next week. And then once you find support, you're going to recover. You're going to be back at these prices and more. It's not in me normally to try and time the bottom. I like to buy ahead of time. And I'll sit through the pain if I have to, because I'd rather just get in than miss it, right? Like if let's just see here. I don't know. If we're looking at this from a low to a high, I mean, if we're expecting the golden ratio as support, I would have bought above the golden ratio. Would I have caught the absolute bottom? No, but in reality, it really doesn't matter, you know. And it's easy to look back and say, I would have thought we'd go to the golden ratio. I'm not saying that that's what I said. Maybe it was. I'm not saying that I would have played it exactly perfectly. I'm just saying if I interpreted this as the low, I would have been completely content buying just below the 141 there. You know what I mean? Like there's no shame in that. And even here, in the same kind of respect, if we are to go to 1.23 cents or lower all the way down here. If we're to go in this area, I don't care, man. I'll buy here. That's fine. Go lower, come back up. You'll be at higher prices. Anybody who bought within the last 24 hours is not going to be upset about that within the next week, probably. I would expect that the end of this month we do see a little bit of a rally. Time will tell. I'm curious, what is the sentiment right now? 43. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. You guys, we went from a 48 to a 43, and all Bitcoin did was move down 1.3%. We're borderline in areas of fear. I'm curious, man. Tell me, Grok. Tell me. Can you tell me the percentage of bullish versus bearish? I don't know. Opinions, directional headings, beliefs. I don't know. Beliefs. Bullish versus bearish for the BTC price direction based on posts on x.com. Please give in. Oh, I already told them percentage. Okay. I don't know if I asked that properly, but Grok gets me. Grok knows, man. Based on recent X posts, the sentiment for... Okay, sentiment. That's the... Why? Come on, man. Wow. Slightly more bearish. %41 bullish, 46% bearish, so some neutral, right? So we've had a shift, right? It's been predominantly neutral, and it still is predominantly neutral, but we had a shift to predominantly bearish. And I think the reason why is that Bitcoin broke out of this diamond top pattern to the downside. But diamond tops are notorious for doing this and then ripping the other way. We've already primed the market, guys. And we'll get back to OnyxCoin in a second, but think about it. The last time Bitcoin saw a diamond top, you don't want to call that a diamond top? Cool, let's not call it a diamond top. How about this? The last time that we saw a symmetrical triangle, right, like this, I can't, because it's so small, it won't let me draw this. See, let's go like that. The magnet is useful and annoying at times. Last time we saw a symmetrical triangle, we just broke down. Started breaking down here. Oh, I know what that means. We're going below the relative lows. That's what we saw that before back here, right? A lot of people are comparing these highs to the last cycle's double top that we had, so they're definitely comparing these prices. I think that's what's happening. We've got like traumatic stress over diamond tops or symmetrical triangles, whatever you want to call it. But diamond tops are notorious for actually breaking out one direction and throwing back the other direction. We didn't get it last time. It's like 50-50, so 1 out of 2. I think the odds are good that we reverse here. With high velocity, we might see a bullish weekend for once in like 6 weeks. I forget how long it's been, you guys, but it's been a while since we've seen a, I guess here, Saturday, Sunday was kind of bullish in all honesty. But something that's this bullish or a little bit more bullish than that. It's been a while since we've seen like a solid candle body over the weekend, right? Here, that was Monday. Here's Sunday, right? That was a solid candle body, but to the downside. I don't want to go through all the examples for Bitcoin. This is an OnyxCoin video, but you get what I'm saying, right? I think that the sentiment is shifted because Bitcoin has broken out of its upward sloping trend there. OnyxCoin here, if BTC holds that low and continues to move up, I wouldn't think that we go lower at all than where we are here, or if we do, not too much lower, right? Nothing too crazy. I think as weird as it is, I think the OnyxCoin is absolved, potentially, of seeing this golden ratio, right? I feel like we would have gone down there already. Why haven't we made it? And watch, today will be the day. Maybe we go down there and then boom, finally. If I was just one more day patient, man, we would have had it. But again, it's not in me to try to buy the absolute low. If I think the price is going to go here, I'm okay with buying here, man. We're at some of the lows. We are literally right now, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but as far as buying opportunity goes, we're at some of the lowest prices we've seen for OnyxCoin since April 10th, right? It's June 21st. 2 months, 11 days later. Maybe it's like 2 months, 12 days later, because May had 31 days. I don't know. Anyways, 1.316 cents now. Daily RSI does have hidden bearish divergence, but I think we made that move down already. We might be forming some kind of higher low here and then recovering from there. That's my expectation, right? And then again, looking at this here, That's not what I meant to do. From a low to a high, you're bouncing right off that 886. And not that the 886 is the most respected level, but man, when you show respect, it does demand respect in certain regards, right? And this kind of respect right here, to me, tells me that we're going to go up. If we can succeed and get above 1.383 cents and close above there on a 4-hour time frame or higher, undoubtedly, we found our low, and we're going to move up higher, guys. We're doing it. We're moving up to 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, 22 cents, beyond that, right? All in a very, very, very short amount of time. I would say as of now, looking at the 4-hour RSI, the ball is in the Bulls' court. We did, I guess, build volume as we're coming down, but it's nothing too crazy, and we didn't go anywhere, right? You broke out. You broke out of this, and you didn't go anywhere. You had volume come in, and you didn't go anywhere. If you get volume coming in, and you don't go anywhere, right? We had that before to the upside. We had a lot more volume, and guess what? We didn't go anywhere. We just found resistance at the same areas of resistance. Guess what? We didn't go anywhere. We found support at the same areas of support. I have a feeling that we're going to find support here and move up higher, guys. And if I've got egg on my face, if in the next 8 or 12 hours, whenever I go to bed and then I wake up and make my next video, OnyxCoin is lower, whatever. We're going to be screaming from the top of our lungs, buy, buy, buy. Everybody needs to buy. Sell your house, sell your shoes, sell your kids' shoes, man. Get your grandma on the phone and sell her shoes. Buy some OnyxCoin because this thing's going to be dirt cheap. It already is dirt cheap at 1.3 cents, but even more so at 1.2 cents and below. Again, I'm not talking about these lower prices just to validate myself if we go down there. I was right. I told you this is where we would go. No, I'm very clearly telling you I think the low is in. If I didn't say that today, then yes, this would have been, where we were calling for. And even then, I wouldn't brag about being right because ultimately I thought that we were going to find support at 1.43 cents originally. And here we are buying more OnyxCoin below there, right? That's the benefit of being wrong. You can turn being wrong into a good thing. If I'm right, cool, we're making money. If I'm wrong, cool, we can buy it at lower prices, right? I think that we're in good shape, man. I really do think we're in good shape. I want to look at the 1-hour time frame. Bouncing off the oversold zone like that, can we persist? Can we keep it up? I'd like to keep it up, man. Keep going. I want to wake up to some green candles, man. I don't know, man. Rejecting this area like this, normally you would go lower, but we're having a hard time, right? Like here, you rejected this area, you went right down. Here you rejected it. I guess you did have a little bit of a hard time, and then you went down. Here, right down. Typically, you go right down. If you have a hard time going down to the oversold zone, you go up. I think that's what we're going to see. Time will tell. Let's look at the 3-day time frame here. Maybe I should throw on the, you know what, let's look at the LRO. We haven't looked at that in a second. Just by itself, sure, we can look at that by itself. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame, see what this thing's saying. It's saying that we are in a bearish trend. What about the 15-minute time frame? To turn it bullish, the LRO wants to see us. I think it'd be more important to get probably above here, 1.38 cents. And what was I saying? 1.383. So basically agreeing with what the fibs are saying there, 1.383. 1.4 cents is definitely important. What about on the 4-hour time frame? Right here. Okay, so getting above that high there. Yeah, getting above that high will be important as well. Getting above like 1.46 cents. Ultimately, getting above 2 cents is what it's going to take, guys. 1.9 cents, getting above 2 cents will validate that we are breaking out of this range. I want to look, actually, I want to mute the LRO now real quick, and I want to see what we're doing here in reference to this bull flag. Let's just look real quick. Are we below the trend line? Are we above it still? We are below it. We're dancing with it. We're disrespecting it, man. I don't feel confident in calling this. I mean, maybe it's a bull flag still, but I don't know. Depending on the measure move of this bull flag, I don't know if that's enough at this point, right? It could be a bull flag, and maybe from a low to a high, maybe we do this measure move. It wouldn't surprise me if we did that exact thing, if we fell short of it, if we went above this. If we fall short of it, what I'd expect we do is from a high to a low here, we go to about 3.3 cents to 3.9 cents, but I don't think anybody's going to care about that, man. We're at 1.3 cents now. Do that. Do that by the end of the month. It's very possible, you guys. We could do that and more by the end of June. It's crazy, but it could really happen. And then going into July, early July, we'll be up here. And then everybody will give me crap. They'll be like, ha, we weren't at 5 cents by the end of June. Like you said, we'd be. Okay, well, we'll be at 8 cents in the first week of July or the second week of July. I don't care. We're still going to 26 to 32 cents, man. I could be wrong about the timing, but just be patient enough. And the fact that the price went lower, I'm buying more. So I'm glad that I'm wrong about the timing. Now, whenever it goes up there, I'm just going to have even more. You know what I mean? Like that's, and so will you if you've taken it upon yourself to buy more. Hopefully nobody panic sold. Hopefully nobody panic sells. If the price continues to go lower, that's okay, right? It's an area that we have somewhat expected anyway, so it's really not a big deal. But if it happens, do the right thing. Buy the dip, right? I think this is the perfect time to buy. I'm giving it the green light. I mean, hell, man, I bought myself, and I'm letting you guys know right now. So I'm going to end the video there. I got nothing else, all right? Everything's going according to plan. Well, maybe not completely according to plan, but everything, the grand design is still there. And inevitably, I think by the end of the cycle, we'll see dramatically higher prices than just 26 to 32 cents. We've got a lot of growth to go, you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'm excited for the days ahead. I'm more excited for the weeks ahead, and you guys, the months ahead, they're going to be legendary. Anybody, I want to be clear, actually, before we go, okay? Before I go, do not get greedy. The past couple of months, and really like this, a lot of this cycle has prompted volatility and moments of stagnation where if you sold here, bought here, sold here, you traded, you could have made a lot of money. And could have, should have, would have, of course. But whenever we're in peak alt season, it'll seem like we're at logical areas to sell. And then it'll just keep pumping. And then it'll dump. And it'll seem logical that it'll keep dumping. And then it'll just pump right back up. And then it'll exceed those highs and keep pumping. The worst thing you could do is overthink the days and the weeks and the months to come. The best thing you could do is make your bed now. Make your crypto bed, right? Get it all flattened out, all pressed and dressed and ready to go. And once that bed's made, lay in it. Don't do anything else. Don't do anything else. Just lay in it. Relax. Let the market do the work for you. You don't need to play this game. XCN, OnyxCoin has 100x or more potential from the current price. And you can stake on top of that. There's no need to ruin it by being smart. You know what I mean? Just wait. Just be patient and wait. That's a message to myself too. Right? Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.